Hello. So I'm starting out tonight's live stream with a bit of a story time because I ended the last live stream talking about the fact that I was going to be downloading the new Enchanted by Nature expansion pack. First time that I've bought an expansion pack as soon as it was released. And I was really excited, but I was concerned that I would have issues with the game. And I have absolutely had issues with the game. So what this is here on the screen is just stitched together a couple of recordings directly from my PlayStation, which is where I play the game. When I downloaded the pack after last week's live stream, I went on and I tried to visit in a screen. I didn't do it in this active decades save file, I did it in a different save file. And when I tried to access it, my sim was able to travel to Inniscreen, but then couldn't interact with any of the sims. And then the game just crashed. And that seems to be how it is. I can't interact with fairies, I can't do anything if I visit Inniscreen. So effectively, the pack isn't really working. So I've tried playing a little bit of my Decades game for the next episode, and some parts of the expansion are working because my sims are showing that they're having good luck and bad luck, and they've got their balance, and one of my sims has an ailment already. So some of the effects of the new expansion pack are working, but the world and the fairies, which was kind of the whole point of the pack, are not working for me. Also, when I first started playing The Sims on the PlayStation, it worked fine. It doesn't have quite the same level of functionality as playing on the PC does, but I never had the issues that I've been having since I started seriously adding on expansion packs. I was probably okay with the first sort of 10 to 15 expansions that I added. And by expansions, I mean expansion packs, game packs. The stuff packs and kits don't seem to make much of a difference, but the game packs and the expansion packs, every time I add one, I see a significant drop in performance of my game. So this is raw footage here, and I'm just going to hit play and show you exactly how slow this is. So you see there at the bottom left, the faces didn't load for the household. And what I haven't shown here, what I didn't record, is the time from me starting up my PlayStation and loading up The Sims 4. On the console, you've got two separate home screens. To the first home screen, it takes anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute. From the second home screen to the regular home screen, where you can load your save game or start a new game or view the store, it takes 3.5 minutes, which doesn't sound that bad when you're saying it. But when you're sitting through every single loading screen, and that's not me paused that video, it's just stopped, it's just frozen, as it quite regularly does. And you will see throughout the gameplay that I've recorded here that multiple times there are freezes, and you can always tell because the plumb bob stops spinning, whether it's in the loading screen or whether it's above one of my Sims' heads. And I'm annoyed and disappointed because I obviously paid full price for this expansion pack, and this is my experience of it. And I feel like console players are like the bottom of priorities for the Sims team, for EA, for whoever it is that's making the decisions that they are. Because I have watched other Sims tubers, other simmers on YouTube, and one or two of them have had their games crash or a couple of issues with things. Like I watched Plumbella's playthrough and she had the issue with the floating eyeballs. And I watched Satch on Sims and he had an issue with his game crashing as well. But they certainly didn't have the lags that I'm having, and they were certainly able to become fairies and to interact with the fairies. So it's not good. And I'm still waiting for my game to load here, and that's been 2 minutes and 6 seconds, and I'm still waiting after clicking on my household to go in and start playing. This is how long it genuinely takes. So the upshot of this is I'm gonna have to move all my gameplay onto my PC. So at the moment I'm showing this on my MacBook. I have a MacBook that I do my editing on. I do also have a PC. It's an older PC, but it is okay for running The Sims, but obviously it only has base game because I only ever bought expansions on console. So it will take me a little while to build the expansion packs up to a level that I'm able to transfer my Decades save file across to PC, as in move the house across and move the Sims across, and their clothing will look the same and the house will have everything in it that it needs to have. I'm hoping to do that by the year 1800 in my save file. This is currently 1795 that I was trying to record here. So as you can see, everything's really slow to load. Like down at the bottom here, these faces of the other household members aren't loading. And you'll see just as everything goes through just exactly how slow it is. And every time I go back in, these controls are back on with the buttons and this guide here, which I don't like. So the first thing I do is go in and switch it off, and I have to do that every time I go into the game, which again has only happened since the last sort of 2 or 3 updates. I think it was that first update at the start of July, the one that seems to have caused everybody a lot of problems, the issues with pregnant Sims not showing and various other things. But yeah, I feel like it's basically broken my game on console, unfortunately. So this week will be the last week that I show anything on the live streams on this particular platform. I'll be moving on to my PC. The 100 Baby Challenge will be on the PC from my next live stream. But for this Decades, it will take me a little bit longer because everything in this house is from some kind of expansion pack. I have started downloading some mods onto my PC, like MC Command Center, obviously all the sort of things that I couldn't have when I was playing on console. So it may be possible that I can get some mods that will be able to recreate this look. Whether or not I can or not, or whether or not I will have to actually wait until I can be in a position to buy the relevant expansion packs, I don't know. So here you can see again, the game has just frozen because the plumb bob there above Mary's head stops spinning. And this is what the experience is like, and you can see that's only a couple of minutes in after it loaded the game. It's sort of like every 90 seconds to 2 minutes it freezes, and sometimes it's just like that, it freezes and then it starts again, and then other times it freezes and when it starts again the Sims have moved because like the animation has continued, it just hasn't played on the screen, which makes it quite difficult to control the gameplay, especially when I'm doing things like trying to cook. When I click on the fridge to try and open the fridge for food, it pauses while it loads the menu, but in the meantime the other Sims are all moving about and doing various things, and it gets a bit chaotic. So because it's taking so long, this here is an hour worth of gameplay, and it's midnight on Sunday, and I don't even think I got to the end of Sunday in this 1 hour because it pauses so much, it's so slow, and because I tried to move to my other household, the loading screen to the other household again is like anywhere from 3 to 6 minutes, and it's getting really difficult to try to get enough footage to create episodes. So the next couple of episodes of the Decades will be a little bit slower, and then after that they might look a little bit different just while I get settled into setting everything up and playing everything on PC. The other issue that I am having is for some reason I can't save this lot that I've built here into the gallery. I've been able to save the families, but I can't save this lot. And I don't think it's because I used move objects, because I've been able to download lots that have been built with move objects, and I use move objects a lot in a lot of the things that I do, so I can't see that being the reason why. But yeah, it's not good. Let me just spin on a little bit to see if there's anything else significant on here. Yeah, this other household, it's the same sort of thing. Everything is just so slow and so laggy. Where did I save it? Even just going to save the game, it's so slow. And it didn't used to be like this, playing the game. For a long time, I played The Sims on console just with base game for probably almost a year, and I never had these laggy issues. And like I say, even after adding probably up to 10 game packs and expansion packs, I didn't have any issues. But it certainly seems to have gotten worse, definitely in the last few months, and certainly with the last 2 to 3 updates, it's been really bad. As you can see, the little, this thing in the middle has even stopped animating, so it freezes. I don't know if it's doing what I asked it to do. And the other big thing that is happening is that in build mode the game keeps crashing, and I've submitted multiple reports about this to EA via their forums and via the system on the PlayStation. I tried to make some changes to the main household in my Decades save file, and I tried 3 times, one time spending over 2 hours on it, and the game crashed and I had lost everything. And I'd lost some of my gameplay. So I have eventually managed to do it, but what I've had to do is every time I move a piece of furniture, build a wall, do whatever, I have to save the game. And you see how long it takes to save the game. So this is all just to kind of say that updates might be slow. And because updates will be slow, I am going to try to live stream more often. I'll definitely be on next Thursday, and I will be on Monday as well. It will be the same time again. It's 6 p.m. that I've started my time, which is GMT, and I'll come on for a couple of hours. I'll try and do more than Monday and Thursday, but next week I will definitely be on Monday and Thursday, and I'll update on if I've managed to make any more progress. And here we go again with another really, really long loading screen, and I can tell it's not really even doing anything yet because I get a bar along the bottom, like a progress bar, when it's starting to load into the lot. And until that appears, I know that this loading screen means nothing. And it's extremely frustrating. And I don't think, like I say, from having watched other people playing the game on PC on YouTube, that the issue is anywhere near as bad on PC. I don't have that issue right now playing on PC, but playing on PC I'm just playing base game. But I'm not aware of anybody, even people like James Turner, who's got all the packs, watching like his playthrough. I don't see him having this level of delays loading between lots or saving the game or anything else. So I don't think there's anything else other than the fact that was a really long wait. Significant on here that I'd recorded. So yeah, this was when I tried to rebuild the lot from this 40-minute mark to the end of the video. I was rebuilding this lot, and so that was 20 minutes. It's not terrible, but the game crashed. The recording stops because the game crashed, and I lost everything, including I think a little bit of the gameplay just before this as well. So it's not been great. So with that out the way, I am now going to go and load up the game, and we'll get back to the 100 baby challenge now that I've had my little moan. Sorry about that. I had one more update to add on to this because, of course, there's been another update released for The Sims, again, because they're still dealing with all the patches that they're having to release because of all the problems they've had with their recent updates of the game. I did update the game on my MacBook here, but I forgot that there'd been another update released. I think it was today. Okay, so where we left off with this last time, I just have to remind myself. I think we'd just given birth to Fergus. So we've got Martha, who is the mum, Alice, who was at school. Alice had achieved her aspiration, I believe, and reached a B grade at school. And we have Beth, who's not long become a child, who is going to have to work on her aspiration and work on her grades at school. And then we've got the twins, who were triplets originally, who are toddlers, so they're just working on their various toddler things, skills. And now we've got the newborn Fergus. So I'll probably I'll probably look to have another baby a little bit quicker this time. There was a bit of a delay between Christopher Edward and Fergus. I'll probably pick that up because that was partly down to the fact that the twins had been a lot of work for me and I didn't have any help because I had 2 toddlers and 2 infants. But Alice should be up to a teenager soon and she'll be able to help out and be a bit more hands-on, so having more small children in the house will be easier. So I'll probably, once Fergus is an infant, get Martha pregnant again, but I'm just going to let the game age Fergus up naturally, so it'll be a couple of days until he ages up. Where are you going, Christopher? Going to talk to the plants. Okay, where's Edward? He's asleep. And the girls are at school. Study hard and make friends. Okay, so we're getting Alice to study hard because we want her to get her A grade. She's just at a B grade just now. She's got the skills that she needs, but her performance needs to go up. And Beth, I think we're getting her to make friends for her aspiration. So how is Fergus? Fergus is awake, but he's happy. He's green down at the bottom there, so that's fine. Actually, I've kind of forgotten who Fergus's father was. I was going to say, why have I got 2 newborns there? That's David, who was the other triplet with Christopher and Edward. David was taken away by social services, one of the triplets that Don Lothario gave me. Fergus's father is Jameson. Yeah, he was just a random townie who we were friends with, who we roped into being a baby daddy for us. Alice was, of course, Johnny Zest. Beth was another random townie. Where is Beth? Christian Hinkle, and then that's down to the twins and Fergus after that. So we've not had a lot of we've had 2 NPCs and 2 townies, 2 sort of canon characters, if you like, from the Sims 4 lore as fathers, but I think I also lined a couple of other people up for Martha. So yeah, we've got the Zoomers food delivery man, Caleb Babb, who we've got a bit of romance going on with, so he will probably be our next target. Principal, and I'll just ask the kid to stop. I don't really care with these because it's 50-50 what sort of result you get when you answer it. I used to think it was down to what skill level your kid had or what mood they were in, but I think it's just completely random, because I've had the same child have the same question 2 days in a row and I've answered it the same way and I've had different outcomes. Eugene is not interested in women, so he's not an option. Mackenzie is the mailman. He is an option for another future father as well. And we've got Lou, even though I married him to someone else. Fake Lou, obviously, because this is just base game. It's fake Lou Howell. We can get him over and hopefully he won't steal from us when he comes over this time, and he can be another father of more children for Martha. So Christopher, you should go to the toilet so that I don't have to change any nappies for you. And Edward is fine. So this is actually quite good because I can get Martha to do other things. This tree looks like it needs watering. Oh, okay. Sometimes they look that yellowy colour, you know, when it's like autumn or winter, but I don't have seasons installed. And on base game, they usually only look that colour when they need water. So this will be the next thing. The latest patch will have caused problems with the gardening. Oh, me. I'm pretty sure Martha has probably got a half-written book. Yeah, she does. Pat the Badger. It's probably the 5th iteration of Pat the Badger, because I stopped naming the books after the first 2 or 3. But if she finishes writing that, I can hopefully get that published. I think that first kiss was with Caleb at the end of last week, because we had him over and we did a bit of flirting with him. You can see I've got an icon that's failed to load there next to the Zoomers food delivery man. I've got the little flying llama. I'm not sure what that was supposed to be. Where is Christopher? Still on the oh, he's hungry. He's on the toilet, but he's gonna be hungry soon. So I will get him some food. I hear a crying baby. And I've got another hungry child as well. And thankfully they did fix the last live stream. I couldn't click and drag. Thankfully that's been fixed, because I've just made 60 simoleons from that dirty plate. We very much like having the click and drag. People, I think, have mixed feelings about this electronic trash cans that you can make money from, but I've used them in just about every play of this game that I've ever done. One of my favourite plays to do is the scenarios that's called, I think it's called No Skills, No Problem, where the game removes the ability for you to build skills. So you're at level 0 and everything, so if you write a book, you can't actually publish it because you have to be at least level 1 to be able to self-publish it. And you're at level 0 of your writing skill, and then when you paint, your paintings are all rubbish quality. So like it costs you 100 simoleons for the canvas, but the most you can sell it for is probably like 80, so you lose money. So you have to get really creative, and you can't evolve plants because you don't get the gardening skill. And I rely on this electric bin a lot when I'm doing that playthrough. Oh, he really wants a bath. Well, he's just gonna have to wait. Could you give a bubble bath to this noisy little pest? And this one can just play dolls. And then I'll actually have a look and see what skills they need to build. What's your no attention left. Now, last week I remember these 2 toddlers, when they met Fergus, they were happy to have a new sibling, but here we go already with the sad moodlets because, oh no, I've got a sibling and I'm not getting all the attention anymore. I'm sure that's something that wasn't always in the game. I don't remember that. playing the game a few years ago. I'm sure that's been patched in at some point, probably when Growing Together was released. It was probably patched in as part of the various updates that came with that pack. Now I've got a crying baby that I can't help because... okay, she's queued it up. Alice. Oops. How did you get on? Okay, I'll let her just play with the dolls, because... actually, I would like her to play chess. Huh, she's got no one to play with, though. Beth... what are you actually doing, Alice? You're browsing websites, okay. Play with your sister. Do that instead. That baby's gonna get taken away from me. This is how I ended up losing... is it David that I lost? I've got Christopher and Edward. Yeah, it was David. This is how I lost David. Because I was bathing one of either Alice or Beth, or feeding one of them, or so. I was tied up doing something with one of them who was only an infant at the time, and the length of time, because it takes them like 2 hours to give a small infant or toddler a bath, that was enough for me to get a baby taken from me. I think all three were crying, and Martha came out and she fed two. She fed Christopher and Edward, and she missed David in the middle, and then he just got whisked away. She was literally standing reaching towards the bassinet to pick him up, and I just got the message and he got whipped away. This child is still sad, so you need to do something else. Change dirty diaper. And how are the toddlers getting on? Why don't you two speak to each other? No, you don't need a bath. You've just had a bath. Oh my goodness. Oh no, he doesn't. I thought he maybe had that trait that some toddlers get where they love water and then they just constantly ask for a bath, but I think that comes with Growing Together. I don't think that's a base game thing. What is everyone doing? Alice, did you play chess? How about you play with your mum? Beth, what are you doing? Okay. You can do your homework once you've eaten your dinner. I like the way these countertops look. I really like the colour, but I always think it's a bad choice because the plates are white. The plates are slightly off-white, but this marble is white and grey, and the plates just disappear on it. So you're getting tired, so if you just go to bed. And how is he getting on? Why don't you wander, because your movement's only level 1. And Alice can get dinner after she's had her second game of chess. I'm not requiring Alice to do a second aspiration. She already completed the social butterfly, but I'm just gonna have her do it because it will help her with skill building and various other things when she ages up. And plus, by doing this mental one, it'll hopefully help with her performance. I mean, realistically, tomorrow she should get to an A grade at school, and then I can age her up to a teen, which will be fantastic. So, Martha. How's Edward getting on? I'm just going to get him to... He doesn't quite need the toilet yet, but I'll just get him to go... Before he asks for another bath. Stop asking for a bath. Oh my goodness. I've already had a bath. and it lasted a really long time, and you're clean. Your hygiene needs full. If everyone else is okay and these kids are using the computer, I might actually get Martha to sleep. Which sounds silly, but she never gets the chance to sleep. So if I get her to sleep, that's probably a good thing. Right, Beth, you're not doing anything useful. So why don't you invite Johnny in and we'll work on your aspiration. Talk about school. Talk about art. Stop playing Sims.
Barsip Neebs. Or soy. Cebu.
I always forget, can children die of laughter in The Sims? I don't think they can. I know that not all the deaths apply to children. I know they can drown. I don't think they can get like electrocuted. I actually don't know. I don't know where the line is for which deaths do and don't apply to children. But Alice has stopped being very playful anyway, so she's safe either way. She should actually be able to do extra credit. Yep. And okay. So Beth made friends at school, so if I get her to chat to one of her friends from school, she's friends with these two, and she's got Bill Goth, she can speak to Bill. It's fine. I had a moment there when I saw that moodlet on Martha where I thought she was maybe actually pregnant again, but she's not. Okay, let's put Johnny to good use and get him to help with homework. So doing homework does build the mental skill as well. I couldn't remember if it did or not. It does. And actually, if Alice has built her mental skill, she might be able to help with the garden as well. Okay. Try that out tomorrow morning. Although I was building her mental skill partly because I wanted her to help with the garden, but I actually think she'll be aging up tomorrow anyway, because that looks like, I mean, she went from right in the middle of the performance, the middle green bar, up to the top green bar in one day. And I know she was working hard, but I think even just working normally, she'll get up to an A grade tomorrow at school. So when she gets home, I will age her up. And since there's not a huge lag going into build by on here, unlike on my console, I thought I had a cake in my I thought I had a cake in my inventory, but I don't. Okay. Have I got a cake in the fridge? No, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna get Martha to make a cake and hope that Fergus stays happy. He's been happy for quite a long time, so I might be gambling getting her to do this. You should play chess with Johnny. Beth, I need you to get back on here and chat. Keep chatting with Bill Goth. They're almost friends, okay. So that'll take her to 3 children friends, and then she just needs one more adult friend. She's friends with Johnny, okay. I wonder if she speaks to her mum, if that'll trigger, because they're good friends. If not, She's already friends with Christian. Okay, so we've probably got some options there. Okay, there we go. That's her friends with 3 children. So let's get her to chat with... Get her to chat with Christian and see if that... I'll maybe just get her to chat with Lou, somebody different, so that it definitely triggers. And is Martha going to tend to Fergus? Yes, she is. Right, I'm going to grab this cake before any of these toddlers grab it. There we go. Safely packed away. What's wrong with you, Edward? He made a mess on the toilet. Oh, is he's automatically... Oh, he's... Okay. Why is he angry? Where's my attention? Well, oh my goodness. How about instead of being annoying, you come and speak to Eugene? Okay, so Martha is looking okay. She's created a bit of rubbish that I can sell for a bit of money. Johnny's away to use my bed. Why is Johnny in my bed? I'm assuming he's embarrassed and he's doing the hide from everybody animation there. I don't really know why. And Alice has just taken herself to bed. But she's done a bit more of an aspiration there. So yeah, tomorrow she should get up to an A grade, and that will get her up to being a teen, which will be very helpful around the house. Beth is also quite tired. It is 10:30. Okay, Beth, you should go to bed. Still only got one adult friend, but that's okay. This is the last part of the aspiration anyway. Achieve level 10 of the social skills on there, so she can finish that. She'll probably finish that up tomorrow as well, and then we'll work on her grade, because she is still a C grade. Christopher is messing in his diaper, which is a little bit disappointing. And okay, Edward. Let me just leave Edward chatting. So Martha, you can maybe try and finish that book now. I'm pretty sure she's been trying to finish this book for a while. It's probably like attempt number 5. Edward, that's your Wabbit tablet. Play sim shape. Stop asking for a bath. I think that's just a mistake. I don't think he's actually queuing that up. I think it's just delayed on the screen there. And then he can go to bed once he's done that. Just go to bed now. Fergus is awake, but he's happy. He's awake to sleep. Okay, good. Good. And Edward's away to bed. So everyone is asleep, and Martha has had some sleep during the day, so she is well rested. So she can hopefully finish this book and have some chat with Eugene here, so that she can get her social up, speak to another adult and help with her sanity. I know sanity is not a measure in the game, but I sometimes think it should be. So yeah, she can chat to Eugene and hopefully finish this book, and we can get it published. So I might just spin on since everyone's asleep and nothing much is happening. So Martha's ways of making money, just to touch on this again, she has written a few books. The good thing about writing books is she can stop and start when she needs to tend to the children. So I notice Fergus is awake there, so I'm just going to go back to normal speed because he'll probably start crying soon. And obviously we've got a little bit of a garden out here. I think Martha's maybe got enough gardening skill that we can splice stuff, which would let us make the dragon fruit plants. But in order to do that, I'd need to go somewhere where I can get snapdragons, and I think snapdragons maybe only grow in Willow Creek, or if they do grow in Oasis Springs, it's in like the rich neighbourhood where the Calientes and that live, and Martha hasn't really had the chance to travel anywhere. So I might just wait until her skill's up a bit and then buy some rare seed packets, and that'll make the garden more profitable. And she also has some computer programming skill, and she has done some hacking to make money as well. I think that's her finished the book. Yes, she's finished the book. Oh. So we need to pay our bills. It's Wednesday as well. I didn't realise I hadn't paid my bills and it's Wednesday. Just as well I noticed that, because they would have switched my power off on... It's 2 o'clock in the morning, but they would have switched my power off a little bit later this morning if I hadn't paid them. Then sell your excellent Pat the Badger to a publisher. Champion. Okay, Johnny must have cleaned up this mess in the bathroom, or Martha did it while I wasn't looking, because I noticed it's not there anymore. Unless it... I don't think it was the cleaner. I think the mess was made after the cleaner had already left for the day. Fergus has been happy for an awful long time there. I shouldn't jinx it. I shouldn't say that. So I don't want to risk asking Martha to do programming when we've got a newborn baby that cries regularly, because she'll just get interrupted. She's away to play dolls because Martha has the childish trait. So instead of that, I am going to ask her to just write another children's book. I usually always get The Sims to write children's books when I'm just doing it in this sort of setting as a passive little bit of side income, because I think they write the children's books slightly quicker than the other genres. I could be wrong, but it feels that way, so it feels like I can get a book finished faster. Let's go. That is one thing I like better about playing this. Well, there's a lot of things I like better about playing the game on the PC than on console, but the one thing is that I can freely type. I prefer using a console controller, just how that feels in the hands and the movements of it. I find it easier to use to move the camera, the in-game camera and things, than trying to use a mouse and a keyboard. But there's just so much more functionality on here than there is on the console, so it will ultimately be better if I move everything across. It just feels like a bit of a chore at the moment. The toddlers are both quite hungry. I might take out some food and start waking people up. Let's just put some food out here. Oh no, don't play in. Eat. And you can eat. And you... Oh, that's not good. Martha, can you repair and mop? I don't know if Alice will go to the toilet. Oh, Martha, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Okay. He's going to get the food anyway, that's fine. And here's Edward still asking for a bath. Like I say, I do think that's just a holdover in the game. I don't think that's anything super serious. Okay, I'm just going to replace that sink. I didn't want to spend the money, but I think that's going to be the easier option. And Beth, since you're the last to wake up, you can clean the mess. And then you can grab some food. So once Alice has had her breakfast, we can get her to maybe do some gardening. Oh, no we can't. Okay. So she still doesn't have enough mental skill to do anything, but she should be aging up soon anyway. I'm pretty sure that Martha didn't actually walk in on her on the toilet. I don't think she'd actually sat down to use the toilet yet, so I think she's just exaggerating there a little bit. Martha, don't do whatever you're doing. Come out here and tend to your garden. And fertilise everything. And why is this kid being annoying? Play sim shape. And this kid's being sulky, so he can also play sim shape. So Alice, there's not really anything for Alice to do. She could maybe just ponder moves. Okay. I haven't had any kids age up miserable yet. See, Beth's had a happy toddlerhood. I haven't had any of them age up miserable, although Edward is lining up to maybe age up miserable. He alternates between being happy that he's got all these family around him and that everything's awesome, to being miserable that he's got people around him and they're not giving him enough attention. Alice, I want you to just keep working on your mental skill. And Beth, I want you to chat with Lou, because you're almost friends with Lou, so you can stop browsing kid-friendly websites. Oh, Martha, you need to wake up and tend to poor Fergus, who looks like he might be smelly. Yeah. No, I think he needs the other. There, she's doing it. There we go. Oh. Again, I'm just going to replace that because I want you to just carry on with what you're doing. Chat with. No, don't go back to bed. My goodness. I think she was away to read under covers. I don't think she was going to sleep. But it didn't look good that she was lining up bed when she's got school in half an hour. Christopher is doing fine. Edward is doing fine. He's still got a ghost queue for ask for a bath. Once Martha's eaten, I'll get her to get some sleep. Now, so I can send these kids to school. If Christopher and Edward hadn't been a multiple birth, this would be quite a peaceful time. Having the two oldest at school, I would just have one toddler and one newborn. I asked Martha to actually go to sleep, so I don't know why she's napping. Not only do I find this moodlet, no attention left, really annoying, it doesn't even offer any advice for how to solve it. It's literally his mum. He doesn't want attention from anyone else because when his other siblings speak to him or when another adult plays with him or interacts with him, it doesn't get rid of it. It's literally Martha that he wants. And when she's got a newborn baby and she's the only adult in the house, he just has to get over it. Okay, have you got any other needs after that? No, you don't. No, you won't be playing dolls. You will be playing SimShape. I'll maybe get Martha to do the flashcards with the kids, because I think that counts as attention, as positive attention for this little miserable turd here. And it will help with his thinking skill. What is he actually doing? Because it doesn't look like he's building any skills. No, he is building thinking skill. Okay. I'll maybe get Martha to help them with skill building, but she really needs to get some sleep while Fergus is... Well, Fergus is awake right now, but he's happy. Christopher, are you still on the toilet? Yes, you are. Okay, we'll maybe just spin on a little bit. The cleaner hasn't turned up. I'm hoping the cleaner still turns up even though Martha's asleep. I sometimes have this in the game. If there's children in the house and the adult goes to sleep, the cleaner doesn't come in. Oh, you don't need my services, so she's just not turned up. She's just walking right past. Thanks. What's her name? Oh. Can't even. Anahi. Okay. I quite like her design. She looks quite good for a sim that was generated by the game. She looks quite good. And that's not me having a go at like ugly sims, because I don't have a problem with ugly sims. It's more that the game makes some odd choices for combinations of piercings and makeup and clothing that no sane person would ever conceive of. Did you... He looks okay. Okay, he's completely happy now. He's over his little sad mood, so he can just go to sleep. And Christopher is okay, so he can just carry on with what he's doing just now. I'm gonna leave Martha sleeping, because she's probably gonna have to get up for Fergus soon anyway. He now knows not to splash in the toilet. I'm pretty sure they still do it anyway. Even when they're at the top of the thinking skill. I'm pretty sure in my Decades challenge right now, Alexander is at he's maxed all his toddler skills, and I'm pretty sure he still plays in the toilet. I think I literally just caught him doing it today. And he's got the max of every single skill, including thinking. Do actually have quite a bit of money in reserve in this house. I've got 15,000 simoleons. I could actually make some changes, some improvements to the house. Or maybe, yeah. I don't know if I want to make changes just yet, because I was thinking I would give Alice a different room because she's aging up to a teen. But Beth isn't going to be far behind her because she's... Yeah, so the only thing she's got left to do is get to level 10 of the social skill. So she'll probably be a teen by the weekend. Because once she gets to level 10, she's also got to get to an A grade. But as we've shown with Alice, with Alice, one day of working hard and then one day of working normally has got her to an A grade. So we should be able to get Beth's. Actually, I might get Beth to work hard because she doesn't need to make friends or anything anymore, so she could just work on her grades. She's got the skill level requirements, so if she just works a bit harder, she might be able to get up to a B grade. And then that means on Thursday we can get her to an A grade. So tonight, if we work on her social skill to complete her aspiration, yeah, we should be able to get her up to a teen pretty soon as well. So they might as well stay in that room because I think the toddlers are a little bit further away from aging up. Yeah, so thinking and communication are at level 4, everything else is at level 2. I mean, Potty only goes to level 3 anyway, but yeah, so Christopher's got a little way to go on some of those yet. And Edward's slightly, he's thinking. He's only got 1 to 4, but he's got 2 3s and 2 2s. So he's probably averaging about the same. They've got a little way to go yet. So they'll probably still be toddlers till the end of the weekend, maybe into the start of next week. Fergus will age up over the next couple of days. And once he ages up to an infant, I will get Martha to get pregnant again. Speaking of which, I'm going to get her to... So the flashcards, the teens can do flashcards and things with toddlers. So Alice, if she ages up tonight, well, she will age up tonight, she'll be able to help the toddlers build their skills. And she'll be able to help with Fergus when he becomes an infant. So I will get Martha pregnant again. So tonight I'll age Alice up and then, yeah, go for it, get a new career. I thought he was calling to ask her out on a date because he was the last. He's Fergus's father. Martha, why did you cross that off? He's just sat down to do the activity with you. And you've crossed it off. Get back to it. Oh, of course, Fergus starts crying as soon as I do this. Okay. Okay, we'll just stop the cards, it's fine. They're doing quite well with the thinking skill because when I've had them on their Wabbit tablets, I've been focusing on the thinking skill because it is the one that I need to... I feel like it's the only one I need to put effort into because the potty skill, as long as you sort of send your toddlers to the toilet when they need to go to the toilet, they build the potty skill fairly quickly themselves anyway. And she seems to have a thing about not changing a dirty nappy for some reason. And then things like the movement, if you're asking them to go and collect their own dinner plate, they build movement. Playing with toys builds their imagination. Speaking to their Sims builds their social. So it's really just their thinking that I feel like I have to actively... Oh, she's putting it in the bin. Alice, did you get to an A grade? You did. Excellent. That means we can age you up. Right, pause. Pause so that none of the toddlers take a piece. Because you just know that one of them's going to try. Who's this that's come over? I didn't notice. I saw there was a notification about inviting oh, Desmond. Okay, yeah, I think both the girls are friends with Desmond. Okay, Alice, you come in here and blow out your candles. And we've got our first child up to a teen. Our first baby up to a teen. Beth, did you need to take a bath? Yeah, you did. Okay, fair enough. Something dirty must have happened at school because Alice needs to take a bath as well. Speaking of which, it might be an idea to add another bathroom on. So what is going to be Alice's aspiration? I love that she's aged up with a towel on her head when she's needing to take a bath. Do you know what? She can do the garden, and that'll help her look after the garden and that side of things. And just to help with that, she can love the outdoors. Look at that. Fantastic. Okay, so before you take a piece of that cake. No, don't take a piece of the cake. Don't take a piece of the cake. Oh, she took a piece of the cake. How did that happen? She literally, it's not in her hand. How did she take it before I got it picked up? Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm now just going to be... I'm going to be an absolute grouch about this, and I'm going to put the rest of the cake in the bin. And you can make another cake for me, Alice. And you can do your homework. So, Beth, where are you at? Oh, you didn't get up to a B. She's not at a B grade, so she will be working hard tomorrow at school as well. She needs to get her social skills up so she can go onto the computer. Actually, she can do anything on the computer, so she can research idioms, chat in a chat room, watch funny videos. Okay, he's hungry. I'll just get some food out. Come and eat the salad. Edward. What is Edward doing that he needs a bath again? Well, that'll make him happy because now he can actually get a bath. I'll get Martha to use the toilet and then I'll wake Edward up for a bath. Okay. I was going to say, why has Alice gone through to sit on this bed, but at least she's not sitting on the bed that Edward's sleeping in, because that always drives me nuts. When there's plenty of places for them to sit anywhere else in the house and they go and sit on the bed of another sim that is actively sleeping. Oh, what's he doing? He's eating his salad and he's getting angry because he's tired. Well, that's your own fault. Because once you've done that, I'd actually like you to go to the toilet. And then you can go to bed. So Beth. Oh, Beth, who's this? Casey Pancakes. Okay, Martha, why don't you invite Casey Pancakes into the house? And then I'm going to wake Edward up so that he can get a bath. So, give bubble bath to this child who always wants a bubble bath. Okay, Alice. Oh, actually. Finish your homework. Alice seems to have a lot of things going on. Oh yeah, Alice needs a bath as well. Yeah, I definitely need another bathroom. Okay, I might actually just pop out into Build and Buy and just add another... I'm looking for space. Okay, so I might change... I'll just leave that as the family bathroom. I was thinking I would add a separate ensuite on for Martha, but it might make more sense to have an ensuite bathroom here. for the kids. Now I think the house is built this shape because of the roof. Yeah, it is. So if I build out the back rather than the side. I'm just going to keep this really basic just now, and we can worry about making it look prettier later. So I'm not going to make it as posh as the bathroom that's there, because the main bathroom's got expensive fittings. It's got an expensive sink, toilet and shower bath combo, so I'm going to put something more basic in this one. Just a basic toilet and basic sink and a basic shower. That'll do, and I should put a mirror in as well, I suppose. I sometimes don't remember to put mirrors into my bathrooms at all, but especially when it's a second or third bathroom. And I think that's actually a good thing, because I think that, or I've read somewhere that the game is more prone to lagging if you have a lot of mirrors in your builds. Which I wish I'd known about, because I built a huge family house once and I used to have a lot of lags in the game, and I had put multiple mirrors in it, a lot of those floor length mirrors. I had built a huge gym in the house and it meant that it lagged a lot because I had all those mirrors, and I didn't know that that was the reason why I was having issues. Let's see, let's put that there, because I don't want a big window in my bathroom. Actually, yeah, I'll put this on the side so that there's still a window in this bedroom, and I'll put this one on the back. There we go. And just keep the house fairly basic just now. And yeah, the door. Let's get the door on. Okay. That'll do. Alright, what are all these kids doing? So he's getting a bath. Christopher is going to the toilet, and then he's going to go to bed. Ooh, ooh, ooh. She needs to eat. Maybe stop what she's doing and eat. Okay, so she's at level 9 of the social skill. So, oh goodness, that baby's crying. Is Martha queued up to tend to Fergus? Yes, she has, but of course, because Edward needs yet another bath, Fergus will have to wait. I don't think Alice can help Fergus. Can she help Fergus? She can. Change diaper. I don't know if that's what he needs, but just go and do it anyway. And then bottle feed and see if that helps. It looked like that was a dirty diaper, and he's happy, so yeah, that seems to have helped. Okay, cool. And now that you've got your own bathroom, you can use the toilet, and you can take a shower. Did she finish her homework? She did. Cool. But she needs to get skills up and various other things, but we can work on that later. What are you doing, Beth? Okay, so I think you're going to have to send these kids home because they're going to get in the way. Beth, you can go to sleep. And Christopher is sleeping, and he's fine otherwise. Edward is getting his bath. He's also building up a bit of hunger there, so I'll just put out a BLT for him. And he can grab that when he's done. Martha, could you make another cake? Since Alice took a piece of it before I could get it from her. And I'll put that in the inventory. I don't need it right now, but I'll just have it stored for when I do need it. Because hopefully we'll be able to get Beth aged up soon as well. Edward. I'll see where he's at once he's had something to eat, because he might need to go to bed by the time he's actually finished eating. I'll see. Don't know if it's worth queuing up anything else for him to do. Alice. So is Alice in good shape now? Alice is, okay. So once she's had something to eat, she can go to bed. Actually, once she's had something to eat, I will give her a makeover, because I want to see what she looks like without this turban on her head. And I'm not sure about this purple and red combo that she's wearing here. Edward, how about instead of bothering your mum, you come and talk to Jameson here. Alice, can I change you? Change Sim. I think this takes me into Cass doing this. Yeah, it does. Okay.
Lerndorf.
Okay. So let's see what looks the game gave Alice here. So she's got these. This isn't a terrible look. I just don't really like this color combination. Okay, so she's got the same hairstyle as Martha. And because her hair's the same colour, I feel like that might be a little bit confusing, so I'm probably going to change her hair. And that's not really... This is almost more like everyday wear than formal wear. Sportswear. I quite like that tracksuit actually, so I'll leave her with that. And the shoes actually match, because they're blue and white as well, so that's a strange thing the game actually got right. That's not bad for her sleepwear, she can just keep that. I'm not feeling the trainers with this dress, so I'll change the party wear. And I'm going to change the swimwear because that looks like hiking sandals. That would actually be nice as her formal wear. And bare midriff isn't winter wear, so I'll change that as well. Right, so let's see. A close-up look at her face here. She's a little bit like Martha, but she's also quite like Johnny as well. Oh, that's quite cute. But let's also definitely change her hairstyle. She had short hair before and it was a little bit it was curly or wavy. I'm always really fussy with hairstyles, but at least because it's base game I've got less choices, so I should be less fussy. I normally quite like this style, but it depends what colour of hair it's on. I don't know if I like it on that colour of hair, to be honest, so I don't like that. That's kind of similar to how her hair was before, it's just a little bit longer. It's kind of like the hairstyle she had as a child. It's funny the difference in the colour though, because the hair looks much redder there. It looks quite orange when I put it in the previous style. It's one of those things I don't like, is how much the hair colour can change between styles. Okay, she's definitely got, I think it's Johnny that's got that top lip like that. So yeah, I'm okay with that. So let's just find a better outfit. So that's what she's wearing at the moment. And even if it was just, that's a bit. It's a bit better. And then she's wearing a skirt here. She's wearing the black and white shoes, so if that was black, at least then everything matches. And then for her formal, I'm gonna just cheat, and I'm gonna probably go for something. Actually, that's not what I was gonna do. I was gonna give her this as her formal dress, because I like that as a formal dress. And just maybe different shoes. Does that look better? Quite like these shoes, but they are a bit much. Oh, and they come in red. That's kind of an orangey red like the dress. Okay, we'll go with that. That's probably doesn't really match her hair colour, but I'm going with it. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Ooh.
Yeah, this isn't. I'm not feeling this. I'm really disappointed that I discovered while I was playing this week on just the base game that the Cheeky Tiki 2-piece isn't base game. I can't remember which pack it comes with, but it's not base game, and I thought it was. I don't know if anyone will know what I'm talking about. There is an outfit you can put. I think it's a feminine outfit. I think it does only show up for feminine Sims. It's a full body outfit, and it's like a sparkly crop top and short jacket and a pair of shorts and sparkly shoes and sparkly bracelets and sparkly makeup and earrings. And when your Sims wear it, they get a +2 playful moodlet. And it's called something like the Cheeky Tiki 2-piece. It's maybe just called the Tiki 2-piece. I think it is actually called Cheeky Tiki 2-piece because it makes you feel cheeky when you wear it. And I like it for certain Sims because I think it fits their personality. But it's not base game. I could have sworn it was base game because I've been using it for a really long time, so it must be from one of the packs that I've owned for a really long time, because I've definitely used it on multiple different games. Do you know what, for all the time, and she's probably never going to get to wear her party wear, that will probably do. I don't know if I'm not having those shoes though, that looks silly. And they're from the Nature's Calling event. Of course they are. She can keep that swimming costume. She's probably not going to go swimming. Is that the Nature's Calling event sandals as well? The game is really enjoying using them. Okay, so as much as I like that dress, it's not casual enough, I don't think, for summer wear. So I guess in that colour to match the sandals, and that'll do. And then she's not wearing this lowrider trousers and crop top for winter wear, because that's...
Oh.
This is the winter outfit I used in my insane asylum, or my asylum challenge. It was this colour combination that they all wore as their winter clothes. So I'm not playing with seasons, and Alice lives in Oasis Springs, so she's probably never going to be wearing any winter wear. But we'll give her some winter wear anyway, and that'll do. She's still showing up there as having a turban in her head. Okay, hopefully that'll save. thought I'd be able to get a drink while that loading screen was on, but I forgot that I'm not playing on the console. Again, I'm sure that part of that is because I'm only playing base game, and I'm sure I'll see slight performance changes. But I don't think it's going to be as bad as it is on the console.
Hey, Yoon, big compa.
So Alice is asleep, Beth is asleep, Christopher is asleep with no issues, Edward is in here chatting. I'm actually going to get him to use the toilet. Doesn't desperately need, but I'll get him to use the toilet anyway, just so that when I send him to bed later, I don't then have to wake him up partway into his sleep to go to the toilet. And I'll get him to play Sim Shape. Is that the... What's he throwing in the bin? What was in the oven? Because I finished the cake, didn't we? Did we finish the cake? No, we didn't finish the cake. Ah, Martha was in the middle of making the cake when I went into Cass, and she left it in the oven. And I'm pretty sure Jameson is a neat sim, which is why he's desperately cleaning up everything. Oh no, he's not. Or is he? How come he's got 4 personality traits? How has he got 4 personality traits when I'm playing on base game? He should only have 3. Because the 4th and the 5th one, that came with... Oh goodness, was it maybe Growing Together? One of the expansion packs anyway, where you could swap your personality trait or learn a new personality trait through gameplay. But as standard, you should only have 3. And then potentially 1 related to your aspiration. But none of these are traits that you get from an aspiration. How has he got 4? That's really strange. Very strange. Anyway, he's not neat, so I don't know why he is rushing around cleaning up my house, but yeah. I'm only annoyed because when he puts things in the bin, I only get 10 simoleons back instead of 60. And also that he got rid of the cake, and I probably could have continued making that cake. Never mind. I'll leave Martha sleeping because she is tired, and Fergus is asleep just now, so I'll let Martha... Oh no, Fergus is awake and so is Martha. So since Jameson's gone into the bathroom, maybe he'll clean these dirty potties for me. If he doesn't, I'll be leaving that for the cleaner tomorrow morning. See, Jameson's getting tense being in the bathroom, and I think it's because there's dirty potties. I'm pretty sure he's got the neat trait, which potentially he could, because a sim can have up to 5 traits, but that's not base game. It's very strange. Martha, I want you to resume writing. Don't do that. Go and write your book. Go and write your book. See, he's cleaning the potties. Jameson's cleaning the potties. I'm sure he was neat. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay. So since we do now have Alice as a teenager, and she can do pretty much everything that an adult can, I'll probably just go ahead and get Martha pregnant again. Obviously it is 1:45, so this isn't a good time to invite anyone over. Jameson's here, but we've already had a baby with Jameson because he's Fergus's father. But we'll get Caleb to come round tomorrow. Why is he getting angry? Oh, my goodness. So could you maybe come and speak to this kid, because he's getting angry. Come and play with him. Help him get his movement up. Then get leftovers. Is that him refusing to play? Oh my goodness. That's another thing that toddlers do that's infuriating. They get this, like, angry, where's my attention, and I want this and I want that, and then when you queue up for the adult to do it, the toddler crosses it off and crosses their arms. I'm not doing that. Well, if you're not wanting the attention, you're not getting the attention, so you can carry on being sad or being angry because you're not getting attention. And that moodle's not going away, even though he's getting attention from Martha. The first time I saw a sim play with a toddler like that, the sim did it autonomously. I didn't queue it up, and I'd never seen the animation before, and I genuinely didn't know what was happening. It was happening, I was doing something else with another sim in another part of the house, and I just heard all the noise and saw all that flashing animation. I thought, what is happening right now? And I thought I unlocked something special in the game. I didn't realise that was just the standard play animation. I wanted Martha to get some writing done, but I think it's probably better if she just gets some sleep. Also, that'll make time move a bit faster, so I'll just check that everyone is going to be okay if that happens. Yeah, everyone should be okay. I'm sure it'll be Fergus crying. Yep, it is. That's the first thing that changes. What's wrong with Beth? Okay, well, you've got your own toilet now, Beth, so off you go. Okay, that's cool. She's queued up having her dinner as well. So, yeah, she still needs to get her grades up. And her fun need is quite low, so I don't think I'll ask her to work hard today. I think I'll just accept the fact that it'll probably be Monday before I can get her aged up. Because if I ask her to work hard today, she's going to come home really miserable and maybe get to a B grade, and then on Friday she's probably not going to be have enough to get to an A grade unless I work her hard again, and it's probably not going to go well because she's stressed. So I think I'll just let her work normally, and once she's had her breakfast I'll get her to watch funny videos, because I think that's fun and that also builds her social, so that'll help her achieve her aspiration. And Alice, if you could get leftovers and then come and do the garden for me. Sell all. See, that plant's just turned... Now that it needs watering, it's turned nice and green and looks like it doesn't need watering. Which is bizarre, but oh well. Okay, yeah, that's got her fun need up. Actually, it's 6 o'clock in the morning and her fun need is going back up, so I might make her work hard today. I'll see. I hear a crying baby. Martha... Yeah, Martha's taking care of it, okay. Christopher is messing his diaper. Great. Edward is still asleep. Beth, what are you doing? I thought she did her homework last night, apparently not. But since she's focused in doing homework, that's cool. Alice... Yeah, you're going to do the garden for me, that's fine. Okay. Right, Martha, if everyone else is... No, everyone's not okay. Are you gonna change his dirty diaper? Alice is doing my garden. Beth. Beth, come and watch funny videos. Did she finish her homework? She did. Okay, that'll definitely help her grades today. But I'm gonna get her to work hard. I don't know if it's worth getting her to work hard actually, because it will just stress her out, and I think she might get to a B grade anyway, because her performance is good. It's slightly on the higher end of good. She's got her skill to level 2. I'll maybe just ask her to work hard like halfway through the day if it looks like she's not going to get to a B grade today. And then hopefully it'll work out that I can get her to work hard on Friday as well and get her to an A grade and age her up. Let's see, he's asking for a bath. That's okay, she can give him a bath, he does need a bath. Right, what are you? Why are you? No, you should be going to school. Everybody should be going to school. So Beth didn't quite achieve her aspiration, but she was very close to getting to level 10 of the social skill. So when I get her home tonight, I'll get that up. Now she's focused, and she's looking in a good way to get her grade up. Ideally, I'd like to wait until halfway through the day, and then if she's not doing well, ask her to work hard. But I feel like I might forget because I'm going to get distracted by what's going on in the house. I'll try to remember. You need to eat, Christopher. I'll just put some food out here. Eat a Pokeball. Martha is cleaning the bath, that's fine. And then she could maybe just come in here and I'll get her to write this book. Edward can eat as well. Fergus is asleep. Martha can concentrate on writing. The toddlers I can look after for her. And when the cleaner gets here, she can clean up the mess in the bathroom there. Christopher. So what does he need to work on? I'm just going to get him to work on thinking anyway. Oh, keep doing that. And Edward. What does Edward need to do? Edward needs to... Yeah, his thinking's actually slightly lower than Christopher's, so he can definitely play sim shape as well. Okay, so we're getting some decent money from the royalties now. That top one for 7 simoleons, I think that's when we were still self-publishing our books. But that Pat the Badger that we just recently finished, we got 137 simoleons for that. So that's some pretty good money. And there's our cleaner, that's awesome. Before she cleans the dishes, I'm going to just get another 60 simoleons there. So the toddlers are fine. If Martha just could finish writing her book, what is she tense about? I should clean the bath. Well, she could have just left that. That was partly my fault. I should have just stopped her. Why is my cleaner creating a mess on the bathroom floor? Oh, I know why. That was me. That was my fault. Because I put something in the electronic bin just at the time that she was emptying the rubbish from the potty. And there's a delay. You can't use the bin 2 consecutive times. Once you use it, you have to wait for the animation to finish, and then there's a short delay before you can use it again. So because I put something in it, she then couldn't use it. So she just dropped the trash because there isn't any other trash bins anywhere else on the property. So I'll maybe get Martha to invite... Actually, I was thinking I might order some more food. So I'll maybe order some food. Oh, baby's crying. Go tend to the baby. And then I'm going to get her to order some food, and when Caleb comes over with it, we'll flirt with him a little bit. And we'll maybe get Martha pregnant again. And that might be a good place to end the episode. Actually, before I forget, because I was forgetting, how's Beth getting on? I'm going to make her work hard because I'm not confident that she's gonna... And she's in a good mood. She's playful and happy, and her fun is actually quite low though, and I'm a way to make it much worse. But I can see her grades going up already, so that's good. Right, Martha, can you... I'll let her eat first, and then we'll order some food and get Caleb round. Because I reckon if I get Martha pregnant today, by the time she gives birth, Fergus will have aged up to an infant. And pregnant for 3 days, 3 more days with the toddlers, they should be close to a point where I can age them up to children. Yeah, they're looking quite good. So let's order some food. I'll just order a couple of everything just now. And that will bring Caleb over. 2 birds with 1 stone. I can restock my fridge, and we can get some flirting done with Caleb, and hopefully we can get him to impregnate Martha. I have noticed, weirdly on console, I haven't been affected by the pregnancy issues at all, but I loaded the game onto my old laptop, which is a Windows-based laptop, and played a little bit just to check that everything was working. And I tried getting Sims pregnant, and I was playing with a male Sim, and I had him try to get Summer Holiday and Liberty Lee pregnant, and he had to try multiple times before they actually got pregnant. And then they only showed pregnant like for the first trimester, and then not really for the second and third, and that was including up to today, with the current update from today that it looked like that. So I'm not sure if Martha will have a lot of luck getting pregnant here. We shall see. Of course that's where you would put it, why wouldn't you? Why would you not put it on top of this tall half wall? That's the logical place for you to put it. Ask to hang out. Give him a tip. Give him a heartfelt compliment. Give him a suave kiss. Let's get the romantic things going a little bit. Brighton day. Oh, we can just go to try for baby. Let's just go for that. I think we may have to do this a few times, so might as well start now. Toddlers have no needs, so they can just carry on with what they're doing. Why is he not building skills? He is, it's just not showing. Okay, that's... There it is there. There's his little bar. Okay. Martha, are you trying for baby? No, not goodbye. Try for baby. Okay, good for you, Jameson. Oh, Fergus is crying. Well, Fergus, you can just cry it out. Why is everyone tense? She's tense because she's not having fun, even though I'm not asking her to work hard. And to be fair, Beth is probably tense because I'm asking her to work hard, but she's going to get up to a B grade, which is good, but she's going to have to work hard the next day as well to make sure she gets an A grade. Okay, so I think I've actually queued up. Okay, I'll cross off one of those try for a babies, because I'll have to get her to tend to Fergus. I'll get her to tend to Fergus first. I can see he's got a dirty nappy, so hopefully she will take care of that. And then do a pregnancy test. Because if that didn't work, I will need her to go and try again. I suspect it won't work. Oh no, it did, it worked. Excellent. Okay, Caleb, you can leave. I don't care what you do. I had a feeling he might just like suddenly leave. Okay, he's staying long enough for Martha to go and tell him. Share big news. Okay. Oh, did Alice get a B grade? Oh, well done, Alice. Alice is at a B grade. She wants to play chess. That's fine. She can do that if that's what she wants to do. And she's going to play chess with it as well. Okay, I'll just let them play chess with each other just now. They can do other things later on. And the toddlers are fine. Fergus is sleeping. And Martha is pregnant with baby G, because I've been naming the babies alphabetically. And I hope it's not multiple births. I could maybe handle twins, but I cannot do triplets again. Oh, actually, there's 6 Sims in the household, so the most that she can have is twins. Okay. Okay. So let's just check in on everyone. Oh my, so Martha is Martha's looking pregnant already. So obviously in this version of the game, the pregnancy showing isn't an issue. Okay, that's fine. She can do whatever she wants to do. Alice can watch TV, that's fine. So Alice is a teen, she is a B grade, we'll get her up to an A grade and we'll work on her aspiration. I suppose we should complete her aspiration. That's probably what I'll work on with her in the next episode. And Beth is getting a phone call from Don Lothario. Beth is up to a B grade as well. We need to get Beth up to an A grade, and Beth has very almost completed her aspiration. So Beth will definitely become a teen in the next episode. Christopher has quite a way to go with some of his skills, so I don't know if he'll get up to a child in the next episode. Edward, I think it'll be the same thing. He's got 4s and a couple of 2s and 3s. So he'll probably get close to being a child, but I don't know if they will actually get to be children. No, I don't want to go on a date. And Fergus will age up to an infant, and Martha will give birth to baby number, well, it's technically baby number 7, but we'll say baby number 6 because one of them got taken away. And it will be baby G. So that is us for this week, and we'll pick up next week continuing on with everyone's everything else. And once Alice gets to an A grade at school, I'll get her to get a part-time job just to help with some of her income, and we'll make some changes to the house to maybe make the house a bit nicer, because we do have some simoleons in reserve, so we can redecorate a little bit because the decorations are a little bit basic. And I'll leave it there for now. My next episode of the Decades Challenge should have been up tonight, but it is not because I haven't recorded all of it because of all the issues I've had on with recording episodes. I'm just going to have a look at my notes here. So I play a full week for the year, and I'm still on Monday in terms of gameplay. Partly my fault because I was trying to make changes and build by, and the game crashed a few times. And also on Sunday I went to the second household because it was due to be Beth's birthday, and I went there to try and age her up to an adult, but because she's pregnant it wouldn't let me. And I actually never even thought of that. I completely forgot that you can't age up a pregnant sim, so I wasted a little bit of time playing about with that as well. But yeah, in terms of gameplay, I've got quite a lot to do before I'm going to be in a position to finish the next episode of the Decades. It should be up before my live stream on Monday, hopefully. Might not be up till Monday night, but hopefully I'll get it up over the weekend. We'll see. I can't promise anything. And I've got one more episode of The Asylum to do. I have got some of the footage for that recorded before I started having all these issues. I just need to do, I think, the last milestone of Susan's aspiration, and then I can get that one up. And I will just be running the Decades series. I normally run a couple of series at a time, but I'm just going to run the Decades series and these live streams for now, just until I get everything moved across onto PC. And again, as with always, if there's anything that you want to see on my channel, anything you want to see done differently, or anything you want added in, or if you've got any builds or any sims in the gallery that you'd like me to take a look at to add into my Decades Challenge or into this 100 Baby Challenge, you can drop me a comment or tag me in it and let me know, and that would be great. And otherwise, that's it, and I will see you all again on Monday night at 6 o'clock GMT. I will be live streaming again with our next episode of our 100 Baby Challenge. Thanks for watching.